Hi, my name is Cole,
My name is Ryan,
and we're loan officers from the Bank of Wyatt.
and we're here to talk to you today about your loan that you're requesting.
So, finances are an important part to any company. Past finances can show the growth of a company. They can show the trajectory of a company. They can show where a company is going. So, you've provided us with a balance sheet and an income statement from the years 2017 and 2018 on the balance sheet, and 2018 and 2019 on the income statement. So we've looked through those, and they've given us a pretty good idea of where your company is, how likely you are to pay back your loan, and just how well the company is doing overall. So I'll hand it off to Ryan. He can discuss the income statement and how it looks to us.
Right. So if we look at your income statement from the years 2018, 2019, we can see that you had an increase in revenue, which is a good sign. But we also noticed that your net income went down a fair amount. And so, in the interest of transparency, we're going to need a few more documents from you about sort of why that's happening, because we would like to know why your expenses increased, especially if you look, there's a section that says miscellaneous. We would like to know what exactly is being spent on miscellaneous expenses. Um, if you go to your balance sheet, we notice that you have significantly more liabilities than assets currently, and so uh,
It appears that a lot of those liabilities lie within you as the owner of the company. And so we were just wondering, does a lot of the liabilities on the company rely on you? So if we were to give you this loan, would a lot of it come out of your own pocket, or would it come from the company itself? Another thing, as Ryan mentioned, your total liabilities currently, or your total current liabilities outweigh your total current assets by a significant margin, which, considering your small amount of cash that you have on hand, could be a little bit um, not great to see when you're trying to give a loan. We can also see back on your income statement that you have a significant amount of money going to interest paid. So we also wanted to know, is that interest being paid to another loan? Is it being paid to mortgages? So that would just be another thing to know.
right. So we
Also,
we just need a little bit more history about, I guess, your financial history. We would like to have like your loan history, your mortgage history, if you've taken out other loans. Um,
exactly.
and that kind of leads us to business risks. So when we give out a loan, we need to know the current risks that your business has. So, for example, the number of customers you have, how that can change, say, for if a pandemic happened.
Another thing is another risk that you're taking is your reliance on the university to keep you in business. Say the university were to open up its own daycare. A lot of the children that you watch are children of professors at the university. So how would you deal with something like that? How would you mitigate that risk, and possibly even talk with the university about what you could do? Um, just another thing to think about in terms of risk. Along with risk, we also take a pretty significant risk in giving you a loan in the first place. It's giving you
Right.
$50,000. I'll let Ryan go ahead and explain this a little bit more.
Thanks, Cole. Right. So giving a loan is also a risk for us, of course. Um, we, which is why we need access to as much information as possible from you.
Another thing we also request is the cash flow statement, and I'll let Ryan explain why that's important.
Right. So we would like a cash flow statement from you. This kind of gives us an idea of how your company manages on hand cash, and it helps us to see how well you will be able to pay back the loan.
Yeah.
Because the amount, so you're asking for $50,000, and we need to have as much information as possible before we're able to give a loan of that size.
We also want to see like your past loan information, how well you were able to pay off those past loans, and just get a better idea of what the likelihood of you actually be paying us this money back in the long term is. Because for us, it's just an investment in your company. And another thing about investing in your company, I guess you could say, with this loan is back on your income statement, your revenue did not increase significantly. $483,000 to $500,000 is pretty much flat for the year. So possibly getting more income statements from past years and seeing that growth and just being able to see that you're able to get to the next step and be able to pay this loan back to us.
And so some of the things that we want from you, financial statements, are a 2019 balance sheet, 2017 income statement, your loan history, your mortgage payments, any prior loans you've gotten. And this will just help us to get as best of a picture as possible of your financial standing.
Exactly. Yeah, so that was another thing we noticed about the information that you gave us that was a little bit weird. For the balance sheets, you gave us the years 2017 and 2018, but for the income statements, you gave us the years of 2018 and 2019. Is there something in the year 2019 in the balance sheet that you might not have wanted us to see, or maybe something in the year 2017 from the income statement that you didn't want us to see? Having those would be crucial in making a good decision on this loan and how we can judge the strength of your company currently. So, do you have anything else that you want to add, Ryan?
I guess we do have a few questions actually that we'd like to ask. So just a few things like what that miscellaneous tab is on your income statement, what those expenses are, what supplies you're buying that make your supply cost as high as it is, because it's fairly high. We would also like to know your equity in the company. So when we provide this loan, we want to know how much of the debt that is being taken on by the company versus being taken on by you. So in other words, to say how reliant the company is on your personal finances. Anything else, Cole?
Yeah, I think it's just important to remember that the best thing in business finance is transparency. Just being able to see where a company is allows us as the bank to see how well you're going to pay back this loan. It allows investors to see how well or how likely they are to put money into your company and become a shareholder with you. But other than that, I think that's it. So thank you for meeting with us. We hope we'll get those documents soon from you, and we hope to hear back soon. We'd love to go in this endeavor with you. So thanks.
Thank you.